The week that Chiefs fans have waited for is finally here, folks. It is time for your Kansas City Chiefs to square off with the Buffalo Bills. On this edition of the Chiefs Report, we will go over the top storylines heading into Sunday's matchup. Tyler Jones here with you. Thanks for joining us. If you want the Chiefs to beat the Bills, here's what I need you to do. Like today's video. Don't jinx it. I've been told if we get at least 500 likes on today's video, that guarantees victory. So why would you mess with that mojo there? Just trust me on this. Don't make me come find you because you didn't like today's video. Like it up, and we'll get started with today's show. The Bills and Chiefs have put together some terrific matchups over the years, and when we look ahead to Sunday, I think we're setting up for another fantastic battle between these two teams. And the first thing I'm watching for on Sunday is the Chiefs getting the chance to prove themselves. We have heard a lot of doubters over the last several weeks about this Kansas City Chiefs team, that here they are, they're lucky, that they don't deserve to have a 9-0 record. The naysayers, the haters and the losers saying, this is the worst 9-0 team we've ever seen. And that they're fortunate just to be 9-0 at this point, that they really should be 7-2. Well, even if they were 7-2, they'd still have the best record in the AFC, folks. The Chiefs keep finding ways to win, and when I look ahead to Sunday's game, no matter how this plays out, it could be an ugly game, it could be one where the Chiefs squeak by, but if you win on the road at Buffalo, I think you send a strong message to the rest of the National Football League that this team is legit, that they've come to play, that they mean business. If you go into Buffalo, who's arguably your biggest threat in the AFC, then you're sending a strong message. Because you think about this, when we talk about the battle for home field advantage in the American Football Conference right now, there's the Bills right there. If they take a third loss, it is going to be hard for the Bills to try to make up that ground over the next several weeks and take that number one seed. If you win this and you go to 10-0, call me crazy, but I feel like it almost seems like a lock at that point that you're going to get the number one seed in the AFC and get that first round bye. That's how big this game is. Now, granted, we've seen the Kansas City Chiefs as recently as last year win the Super Bowl without even needing the first round bye, and with still making that work. So it's not like something that they have to have, but it's something that's awfully important and makes your path to New Orleans a whole lot easier if you can win this game, if you can put yourself in the driver's seat, if you can silence all the doubters and the noise. I feel like if you're at 10-0 and you win on the road in Buffalo, then all the haters are just going to have to shut the hell up, basically. What more do you have to prove at that point if you get this done and start the season 10-0? Is this a must-win game for the Kansas City Chiefs? Is it must-win at this point? I don't think it's necessarily must-win. We saw the Chiefs lose to the Bills late last year and still worked out pretty well. They beat them when it mattered. What do you guys think? Is it a must-win game for Kansas City? Type Y for yes, in for no in our pinned comment today and let us know. Today's show is sponsored by Public Rec, and I am wearing their fantastic shirt. It not only looks good, it feels extremely comfortable. I got the pants too. I love the pants, folks. And let's be real, guys. Wearing nice pants sucks. Who decided that stiff, uncomfortable fabric squeezing your family jewels was the key to looking sharp? Well, here's an early holiday gift from me to you. Those days are finally over. Public Rec's Daymaker pants are here to make sure you stay comfy and classy this season. They feel like your favorite sweats, but look like tailored pants. Yep, super stretchy with an elastic waistband so you can rock them anywhere. Give the gift of comfort to yourself or someone you love this holiday season with Public Rec's Daymaker pants. And for a limited time, you can get 20% off your entire order with code CHAT20 at publicrec.com. That's 20% off when you use promo code CHAT20 at publicrec.com. The holiday season just around the corner. If you are looking for a great gift for your dad, brother, uncle, son, whoever it may be, why not get them some Public Rec shirts and pants? It is perfect for the holiday season. Plenty of time to still get these before the holidays get here, folks. Public Rec not only has the most comfortable pants ever made, but they have a huge selection of high-quality everyday basics. You can revamp your entire wardrobe with their perfect fitting polos, shorts, and hoodies. Stop suffering in regular pants and give the gift of comfort this holiday season. For a limited time only, our listeners get 20% off when you use code CHAT20 at checkout. That's 20% off with the code CHAT20 at publicrec.com. After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them that we sent you. Say goodbye to pants that put up a fight, because when comfort meets style, you have found Public Rec. Number 2 on our what to watch for list, let's talk about the quarterback matchup. Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen, arguably the two best quarterbacks in the National Football League, and we've seen some fantastic battles between these two. It feels like the modern-day version of Tom Brady versus Peyton Manning. Not everybody was fortunate enough to grow up like I did and get to see all those great battles that were must-see TV between Brady and Manning over the years. And now this feels like the second iteration of that with Brady and Mahomes in this rivalry. I don't think they dislike one another necessarily, but I do think that both of them are so passionate that they play with a little extra when they do face off and really just put on their best for these performances. We talked about it on the show earlier this week, that we've seen Patrick Mahomes take his play to another level in these big-time games, and I think that's going to be the case again Sunday. You look at Josh Allen, he's actually had the edge over Patrick Mahomes in the regular season with a 3-1 all-time record, including most recently in Kansas City last season. But then you factor in the postseason, and that is where Patrick Mahomes has been Josh Allen's daddy with that 3-0 record in the playoffs. So you combine the two, Mahomes has a 4-3 all-time record against Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. And we mentioned the Brady-Manning comparison between these two folks. They will be the first quarterback combination on Sunday to play 8 games head-to-head in a 5-year stretch where they weren't in the same division. So that tells you how good these two have been, that they've set up for these postseason matchups, and the NFL's made a point to schedule these regular season games head-to-head as well. You look at Josh Allen's numbers, and he's been fantastic this season. Although he's thrown 4 interceptions rather, in the last 3 games. He's been playing at an MVP level this year. 17 touchdowns. He's got some new weapons there with Amari Cooper and company. Completion percentage close to 64%, the most accurate he's ever been. Quarterback rating of 100.2. Mahomes got off to a slow start to 2024, but he's played a lot better as of late. 2 straight games without a turnover. He's had 9 interceptions on the season, 12 touchdowns, 69.5% completion percentage with over 2,200 yards. But even if Josh Allen is playing a little bit better than Patrick Mahomes right now, I'm ride or die with Mahomes. I'll take Mahomes every time. What about you? Who's going to have the better game Sunday? Is it going to be Patrick Mahomes or is it going to be Josh Allen? Type PM for Patrick Mahomes. Type JA for Josh Allen and let us know. The Chiefs Report is bringing you nonstop Chiefs coverage you won't find anywhere else, as we have our daily news and rumors. We're doing live shows every week, watch parties on game days, breaking news, Q&A mailbags, and more. It's all right here on the Chiefs Report. If you're a diehard Chiefs fan, this is the channel for you. You got to be subscribed. Doesn't cost you a thing. Absolutely 100% free. Trying to get to 62,000 subscribers. Need your help to get there. Subscribe now. You'll be glad you did. Last on our list of what to watch for, I think the atmosphere in Buffalo is going to be incredible. This is going to feel like a playoff atmosphere, a playoff environment. I was reading some articles this week about what the locals were saying, and already they're saying it feels like a playoff environment the way this is building up, not only just there at Highmark Stadium, but around the city of Buffalo. And this is the first regular season game in Buffalo for the Chiefs since 2020. So these type of matchups, although we've mentioned that there's been, this would be the 8th game in 5 years head-to-head between these two teams, most of the regular season games have been played in Kansas City. So one might say this could be the biggest regular season game the Buffalo Bills have had in a very long time, maybe ever. It's going to be a hostile environment. Patrick Mahomes, he did an interview with Carrington Harrison of 96.5 The Fan in Kansas City earlier this week, and he made it known they don't like him much over there in Buffalo. He said, they don't like me a lot, and they don't like the Chiefs a lot, so I'm sure it'll be pretty hostile there. And I look at this. I know we talk about the Chiefs having to prove themselves, playing with a chip on their shoulder, but I feel like all the pressure's on the Buffalo Bills with the home environment, with the team that people are saying that's the real team in the AFC. That the people that are doubting the Chiefs usually are pointing to the Buffalo Bills and saying that's the team to watch for. It's the Bills that have not won the AFC championship, that have not won Super Bowls. They're the ones that are trying to prove that they belong with the Kansas City Chiefs. Expectations are high. Sean McDermott, the Bills head coach, he said this week on the matchup with Kansas City. I understand everybody putting a lot into this coming game, and we will too. But we put a lot into every game. If we don't, we're doing ourselves a disservice. We owe that every week to ourselves and to our fans to put the same amount of preparation into every week. It's a good football team that's coming in, an undefeated football team, and well-coached, so we have a ton of respect for them. What do you think is going to be the score for Sunday's game between Kansas City and Buffalo? Get your predictions in now. Who wins? What's the final score going to be? Way in the comment section, let us know. If you enjoyed today's show, you want to beat the Buffalo Bills. If you want to circle the wagon a little bit more than Buffalo, go ahead and like today's video. We certainly would appreciate it. I'm Tyler Jones. We'll see you next time.